What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and y'all already know what time it is. This is for my ladies. Welcome back, you all, to another season of This is for my ladies. We are officially in season 5, you guys. 5, keeping it alive. My last path number, 5 for freedom, 5 for free, 5 for fantastic, 5 for famous. I mean, just F is for the way you are so free. But anyway, you guys, I want you all right now to make sure you subscribe to This is for my ladies, streaming on 12 podcast platforms. So wherever you listen to podcasts, you search This is for my ladies or Tisha the Diva. There I shall be, okay? So we're just going to get right into it. This week's episode, we're going to be talking about my first earthquake I experienced here in California. How people really love their dogs here in California. Like, I never seen nothing like it. And then we also are going to be talking about who I ran into at the gas station. All right. So this is for my ladies. Make sure you all stay tuned.
What's up, y'all? It's Tisha the Diva, and this is for my ladies. This is my podcast where amazing things happen and we get to talk, discuss, and celebrate real women of color. This is for my ladies is just for you. This podcast is a place where I get to highlight not only my life dreams and goals, but yours too. I believe I was called to create a platform for myself to express not only my thoughts, but those of other women that's unfiltered and untamed. I plan to talk and discuss topics that interest me and other women. I want my audience to be engaged and aware. So any topics, email them to me at tishadediva@gmail.com.
All right, you guys. So welcome back to This is for my ladies podcast. This is your host, Tisha the Diva. So as you all know, last podcast episode, I talked about me and my very, very spontaneous idea, my best friend say, my very bold move. A shout out to my best friend, Jhene. I decided that I was going to extend my trip in California, and I got offered an opportunity to stay, to live, and I've just pretty much been making myself as comfortable as I can be. So I am here with a friend. We'll just say that. And we've been knowing each other since like 2014. We met at my job at AT&T. Him and his mom had came in there. He had just got off a flight from LA, and their first stop was into AT&T. He was there looking for an old friend, yet she didn't work there anymore, and there I was. So, he was just like, Ma, I want to talk to her or whatever. So she was like, I'll see what I can do. And, we kept in contact. His family's really, really cool. I really love them. They are some amazing people. And, we ended up, kicking it a few times while he was in Virginia when I was there. And then I was talking to a really good friend of mine, and I was just telling him how, I'm friends with, this guy who's, related to, a certain person and all that stuff. He was like, damn, that's a good connect and all that stuff. Y'all still keep in contact? And I was like, well, the last time I texted him, he didn't text me back. So I don't know if he changed his number. And he was just like, well, that's a real good contact to have. You need to make sure that, you keep in contact with them and make sure you continue to network. And I was like, yeah, let me just try. So, me and my friend, we was out to dinner, and I, sent my friend a text, and he texted me right back. And And I was like, oh, he texted me back. And he was just like, yeah, that's cool. So, him and I had, been kind of talking, catching up, all that good stuff or whatever. And I was just telling him how I wanted to come out to California, We in a pandemic. I'm not working. I got pretty much all the time in the world. I want to come to California. So he was just like, well, just let me know what dates you want to come and come out. So, and I had already been talking about coming to California because I was supposed to be in Jamaica for my birthday. Y'all already know I just recently turned 31 on July 16th. Woo woo, Cancer gang. And I wanted to, I had already started planning going to Jamaica and all that stuff or whatever. But of course, we are in an entire pandemic. So, and Jamaica just not having it. Like, they are on a curfew. They want to make sure that us Americans don't bring whatever little cooties that we have, into their countries. Pretty much, I don't know if you all have been looking, in the news or even on the internet. I know we do get a lot of our, our information off the internet. We're in a technology era. We'll look to the internet for news before we even actually look at the news. But it did come across my timeline, my feed, and how the U.S. passport is pretty much worthless for the simple fact that we Americans don't, they say we do not have, we have poor hygiene. We don't take anything serious. Like, people are getting mad for having to wear masks. Like, that's crazy. Like, I get it. I get it. I definitely get it. And I was comparing, like California to Virginia. And I know Virginia, now it's state mandated or whatever. Everybody got to wear masks. But of course, you're going to see people without masks because it's hot as hell. And the first week that I was here, when I tell you it was beautiful weather, beautiful. It got hot. Like, California does have some beautiful weather depending where you go to. But again, you guys, I'm located currently in the valley. But, so it's hot. It is hot. And even me wearing my mask, I just be like, ugh, oh my goodness. But yeah. So anyway, they consider our passports to be worthless. It's only certain countries that are allowing United States citizens to enter, to leave. But I do believe once you do get there, you do have to do a 14-day quarantine. Something about you got to quarantine or something. You do got to get tested when you get there. It's pretty much, they really don't trust us in their countries for real. Us bringing our fucking bad cow disease, mad bat disease and shit in they countries. Pardon me, you guys. I did promise my grandmother that I would not cuss, but I just had to get that one out. But anyway, so yeah. Yeah, California, man. It's amazing. Make sure you all come and visit. Ooh, I went to Universal Studios today. I'm so sad because I love roller coasters. I love rides. I've always dreamed of, since I was a little girl, going on Nickelodeon and getting slime and all that stuff. And it's closed. So it's like literally I just seen the Universal Studios ball. But I was there, I'm extremely happy to be here. Speaking of extremely happy to be here, I met one of my favorite artists. Like, she's definitely a fave, Mila J. If you don't know who Mila J is Jhene Aiko sister, like her big sis. And I told her that her hair was pretty. And she was like, thank you. And I was like, excuse me, you mind if I ask you where you got your hair done? Because I need my daggone hair done. And I was like, I just moved here and I'm looking for somebody to do my hair. And I was like, well, let me go grab my phone real quick so I can get that number. And I knew it was her. I knew it was her. Like, soon I could tell her voice. Her voice is so distinct. She was just so pretty. And she looked regular as hell. She had on some tights with, like a little t-shirt, the little Jesus walk sandals, and her mask with her long Senegalese. Like, they was touching her ankle. And I just thought it was so cute. So, my friend went and grabbed my phone from the car, came back, and he was just like, he was like, here, your phone, all this stuff, whatever. But I'm trying to remember my thoughts. My mouth is getting super dry. But anyway, I got the number, and I was just like, she was like, you said that you weren't from here. Where you from? She was like, no. She was like, you said that you wasn't from here. You from Virginia. And I was like, yeah, But of course, I had my maid in Norfolk. I didn't think she knew what Norfolk was, but I know she performed at the Nova or something. So, I mean, people know what Norfolk is, but she knew that Norfolk was in Virginia. That's all we needed. That's all we care about. Anyway, from coast to coast, okay? Picture me rolling, hey, from VA to LA, picture me rolling. So, end up getting her girl number, and she was like, what you say your name was again? I said, it's Tisha. She said, I'm gonna remember that, and I'm gonna tell her that I gave you her number. I said, cool. I already texted Jackie. I'm just waiting for her to text me back so I could get my hair done. But anyway, I had to take a sip of that water. But yes, amazing. Hopefully that's just somebody that I can connect with again at a later date. But if she was at that gas station, she'll be at that gas station again. And my friend was telling me it's where we're located, of North Hollywood. There are a lot of major recording studios in the area. He was like, wait till you go downtown. But still, there's a lot of major recording studios in the area. So it's going to be very, very common for me to run into people and all that stuff or whatever. And I was just so proud of myself because I handled it really cool. I did want to ask her for a picture, but it didn't even matter. I met her. She was amazing, but I just didn't want to be... Anyway, I was like, what's your name? She was like, Mila. I said, girl, Mila J. She was like, yeah. I was like, I already knew who you was. I just didn't want to, I was so fine. Just like that. But anyway, yes, it was cool. So I'm waiting for the girl Jackie to text me back so I can get my hair done. But anyway, so that was amazing. You guys, I know y'all ready to hear about this damn earthquake story. So apparently, y'all know I said that I was, I just moved out here to California. I'm still getting my space together, making my space home, just making sure that I can function here. Again, with my friend who basically I'm gonna be living with, shacking up with, whatever you want to call it. But hey, it's an opportunity. And guess what? I'm taking advantage of the daggone opportunity. Shit, we've been knowing each other long enough. We just gonna try to work this thing out, okay? But it's cool. It's cool. It's great. It's great for real, you guys. But anyway, before I start telling y'all too much of my business. But I'm out here, still recording my podcast outside because for one, it's amazing out here. It is a 3-hour difference. So right now, I don't even know what time it is, but it's 3 hours from whatever time you listening to this. It's 3 hours. So yeah. Apparently there's a unwritten rule. And like I said, I'm outside talking about it, so hopefully I don't summon nothing up. Lord God, I just pray to you right now. You have allowed me to experience my first earthquake, and that was just like a 4.2. Lord, let that be the only earthquake that I ever experienced, God. And if I do experience one, Lord, just keep me safe. Just keep the people that I am here with, the people that I have met, safe. And just keep people who I love just safe, period. But anyway, there's an unwritten rule that you are not supposed to talk about earthquakes. I had talked about earthquakes twice with my friend mom. And I was telling her, oh, I went to San Francisco before. Because I've been to San Francisco, like I said, California twice, LA once. So when I went to San Francisco, there was like this little museum or whatever where they reenact an earthquake. And it's like when you walk in, the walls all crack. They tell you about like the worst California earthquakes that they've had and how long it took to rebuild a city, what it destroyed. I mean, it's literally like a whole museum where they have like buildings that, you know, broke and tumbled and all that stuff. You could literally, it really reenacts an entire like earthquake scene. So then you walk into this room and you walking around and all that stuff, and it's like 3 rows. And it's this big screen. You're standing up and you're watching, like, you know, the history of California, and the earthquakes. So, and then it was like, and then the earthquake happened and the floor starts shaking, y'all. I'm like, get me. So it's like they had conveyor belts under us that moved the floor. And I was just like, ah. I was like, anyway, so the earthquake happened at like 4 in the morning. It was like 4:29 when it happened. And I knew it was an earthquake. And my friend literally like got up and hopped out of bed. And he turned around and he come back and grabbed me because he was like, oh shit, like, it's probably usually just him when it's an earthquake hitting or something or whatever. Shit, I don't know. But he grabbed me and it stopped. Like, we were really like literally at the door entrance, like to exit the bedroom. And it stopped. So, we get back in bed. And we laying there. And I'm looking it up online. He going back to sleep. And so I called his name. I was like, where were we about to run to? He said in the front yard. He was like, that's one thing that you don't want to be near. Is a power line, which there is a power line, like in our backyard that sits in the corner. But he was like, you don't want to be next to a power line or something. I can't remember what he said, but I need to make sure I remember the rules. But or we could just like stand in the doorway, just stand in between the doorway or whatever. So, yeah. So that was that, y'all. It was like a 4.2. And then the morning when he had woke up, he had hashtag LA Twitter, or search LA Twitter. And of course, naturally, LA Twitter is talking about the earthquake. And then they were talking about, when there's an earthquake, there's a big one coming. I'm like, oh, snap. Which some people said that they slept through the earthquake. They were able to sleep through it and all that stuff or whatever. But there was some hard ass sleepers. Good gracious. You was... I don't know, but, so, y'all, child. So, anyway, my earthquake experience and Mila J. Okay, so, let me tell you, California people love their damn dogs. Like, everywhere we go, and my friend has, like, a really cute dog, and she followed me right, hey, babe. Hey, she's so cute. She's a Yorkie. She is adorable. But people are like, will come up to you and just start touching your dog. Like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. And if the dog look like, oh, like, let me lick your fingers. Girl, they right there rubbing the dog, probably kissing the dog. Oh my goodness, like they love their dogs around here. It's insane. They probably love the dogs more than they love people. I ain't lying. Babe, I'm not picking you up. She want me to pick her up. She touching her paw with my leg. Her paw, touching my leg with her paw. That's what she doing. But anyway, it's crazy. Because I don't see people in Virginia doing stuff like that. Anytime we see a person with a dog, we just trying to walk away and all that stuff or whatever. But you know, people love dogs. Like, people love dogs out here. And it's insane. It's insane. I ain't lying. But, yeah, y'all. I'm excited. My god sister coming back out here for her birthday. I've been talking to my mom and grandma and my aunt, my sister, and everybody. My brother called me. I gotta call him back. But every time I try to call him, he be busy any daggone way. Brothers, right? But anyway, I'm so excited to be out here. Like, I am extremely excited to be out here. My aunt and I were talking yesterday morning, and we were just like, oh, they lemon tree is pretty. They lemon tree tall. It's wrapped in a power line. Wow. Y'all, fresh lemons off the tree are kind of sweet. They not tarty and sour for real, like the bag of lemons that we be getting from the store. Lemon, real, you know what? I'm about to pick some lemons so I can make some lemonade. My god sister was supposed to make some lemonade while she was here. She ain't make it. But I'm gonna make me some daggone lemonade, okay? Hold up, they don't love you like I love you. Slow down, they don't love you like I love you. Babe, back up, they don't love you like I love you. She wagging her tail. She don't know what to do. Like, am I in trouble or am I what? But anyway, stop biting my pants. You don't do that. Stop. I'm at work. So y'all, anyway, I'm just so excited to be out here. Me and my aunt, we were talking, and she was just like, what's your plan? What's your plan? I was like, I'm following God's plan. I'm out here. I got a place to stay. I'm not on I'm not in no bad situation. I'm not in nothing where I feel that, I'm not in nothing where I feel like I would have to come back home. Like, I'm not in that type of situation. I'm not in that type of situation where, I'm here because it's not even like that. It's a genuine opportunity. It's a genuine care. It's a genuine I want you here. It's very genuine, and that's why I'm confident and I'm able to just kind of like go with the flow. Like, I guess California dream and California living, because it's very easy going out here. Everything is kind of like pretty much go with the flow. It is, people look fucking, pardon my French, let me start over. People look homeless out here. Lying. Like, people really be looking homeless out here, but they probably got all the money in the daggone world, probably. Well, not all the money in the world, but that's just the culture. That's just part of the fashion. It's like the more homeless that you look, is probably the more richer you are, honestly. Like, that's just how it is. It's crazy. It is so crazy. And I be feeling a little lax too now that I'm here, but I'm like, But I mean, if I don't feel like getting dressed up and I just decide to go outside, I probably still look like a 10. I'm just saying. But I know I need to get my daggone hair done, because these daggone braids are poking. Because it's time for me to take my hair out, and I'm just being lazy. Super duper lazy. I'm like in a different state. I can't just call up nobody and be like, can I get an appointment? Or go to my sister and get me some brand new, fresh, distressed, soft locks. If y'all are not following my sister, Locks by Leash, Locks X Leash, LISH, LOCSXLISH. Listen, I don't know what to tell y'all. I mean, I just can imagine what y'all hair probably looking like mine right now, because y'all ain't hit my sister up to get your hair done. I'm just telling it like it is, because she is smoking them things. Do you hear me? Okay. So, somebody cooking on a grill. It smells good. It smell like charcoal. But anyway, y'all, so my aunt was talking about, what's your plan? And I was like, I'm following God's plan. To be perfectly honest, I was like, it's not much that I can do because we're still in a pandemic. It's still jobs that, it's still a lot of places that aren't hiring. And it's not much that I could do, but I'm not hurting by being out here. I'm not broke by being out here. I'm pretty much doing the same daggone thing that I was doing when I was in Virginia. And that's my business, as our good auntie Miss Tabitha would say. So therefore, I could be out here in California. I could be out here, just be out here existing. Now, I ain't saying that I'm not trying to just do nothing, but of course I do have a podcast. And I do feel like because places aren't hiring, of course anybody needs an extra source of income, which I was doing before this pandemic. I was working about 4 or 5 jobs. There was the time that I reached 6, 7 jobs. And people, how you able to do that, girl? Because I probably worked 1 job a week, 2 jobs in a day, 3 or 4 jobs in another day, 4 or 5, I just had a system that worked for me. I had a system that worked for me. I knew how to control and manage, and I owned my time. That's why I am able to do what I want to do. I don't let and I'm not by any means, I understand everybody's situation is different. People are mothers. They are parents. They are spouses, and they are caretakers. So I get it. I understand. Everybody's not just able to up and just move to California like Tisha. I get it. I definitely understand. But anybody is able to just up and do anything if they really want to, with whomever. You don't have to stay in a place just because you're this or you're that. Do it because you want to. Do it because it's something that you've always dreamed of doing. Do it because you know what? I can do it. Because you can. We can. We just allow the inside noise to stop us, to hold us back. We allow fear to stop us. We allow anxiety, all those mental issues that really don't exist. They just are things of the mind. It's all in your head. Anxiety is all in your head. That depression is all in your head. That stuff is literally all in your head. Just get it out. And I ain't saying when you get it out, do anything to hurt yourself or anybody else. Get it out. You might have to shrink. You might have to cut your hair off, shave it, go bald head, walk around here naked or something. You might need to be checked into a place for 72 hours to be watched or whatever. Think. But get it out. Get it out of your head. Get it out. Whatever it is that you need, however it is that you need to act out, as long as not self-inflicted harm or any harm that you're doing on somebody else. But step outside of yourself. Step into whom you've always wanted to be. You don't have to be anything that you don't want to be. You don't have to self-proclaim anxiety. You don't have to self-proclaim depression. Fight against that stuff. Again, it's all in your mind. That's why we call these things mental illnesses. It's mental. I really want the best for everybody. Everybody that I meet that self-proclaims that they struggle with something. I just really pray that people find what it is that they love, what excites them, what makes them happy. It does suck that, we experience different type of traumas and all that stuff, but that's just the humanistic side of it. That's just a part of being a human. That's just a part of being alive. That's a part of your story. But we're able to overcome those things. We don't have to be those things. We can live a life of freedom. We can live a life of being famous. And you don't have to be famous as far as on a level where every single body knows you and, you know, you're Beyonce or, you know, you're whoever. You know, doesn't have to be famous like that, but you can be famous in spirit, that when you wake up, you feel bright. You feel like your spirit is shining. You feel like a star. You wake up and you feel that way. You dress up. I mean, and everybody has different style. I mean, some people just, like I say all the time, some people mess is probably their best. It's probably the best that they had. But they probably feel good. They might not feel good. They probably do wish they could have something better. But maybe at that time, that's the best that they had. That's the best that they could afford. That's why I just let people be. And that's why all these LA folks be walking around here looking homeless. They ain't fucking worried about nobody. Like they really ain't. And I just really, you know, I just want that for people to just be more, you know, to step outside of themselves and to affirm themselves, to talk to themselves. That's why I have this podcast, because I was sitting in my room recording myself, talking to myself. That was a little bit therapeutic for me, listening to myself talk back to myself. It was therapeutic. Sometimes you just gotta talk to yourself. Is the voices in your head of your own, of someone else? If they are not it's not your own voice, like my best friend told me, if it's not your own voice, if it's not your own thoughts, then you need to seek some help, because there's a mental issue. There's some unbalanceness, some chemical imbalance. I don't know if it's un or M, but hey, all my scholars, look it up. I don't know every word in the goddamn dictionary. But anyway, yeah. So I just really encourage you all to just live a life of freedom. To seriously just to seek freedom outside yourselves and the things that you like and you adore. Whatever it is, to just take more time, being that we are in a pandemic, we aren't really working. This is the time. Like at first in the beginning, everybody was talking about, oh, let people do them. No. I mean, yeah, let people do them. But, you know, some people don't have, like, I get it. But we do have a little bit more time during this pandemic, because some people aren't going back to work. Some people are still at home. Some people are working from home. But if you own your time, demand your time, you can do that. I'm not about to let my kids be more of me. If I said don't bother me, don't bother me. Like, seriously. I'm about to sit them outside. So I'm just kidding. That's crazy. But no, don't bother me. Like, seriously. I can't, I need just time to be a woman. I need time to probably take a mirror and look at my private part or something. Get out. I'm just saying. Shoot. But take some time to do something that you like, do something that you love. Take some time to talk to yourself. Take some time to look in the mirror and admire yourself and tell yourself what you love about yourself, what you adore about yourself, what's sexy about yourself. Point out those things that you do want to change, but point out those things that still be grateful. You know what? Like my arms. Anybody know that, you know, my arm, I would like for my arms to be more toner. I have to work out in order to do that. But in showing gratitude, I am grateful that I have arms. I am grateful that I can stretch my arms up reach down, scratch my back, scratch my nose, pat my head, see my fingers, see my arms outstretched, see my hands, thanking God, receiving the gifts that God has for me. I am grateful. With my arms and hands outstretched, Lord, bless me. Thank you. But yes, I am grateful because some people don't have arms. Some people don't even have stomachs. I mean, it's some people that's, we done seen some people that's out here that praise God. You know what? But God bless them. We done seen some God bless them out here. I know y'all done seen some. But we just thank God that we are alive. Every day, we just thank God that we're alive and that we do have breath in our bodies and, that we're in good health, that we're in a sane mind. In a sane mind. Because there's some people that literally lose their minds. And we are just thankful. I'm very thankful. I'm very grateful. I'm grateful for the people that are in my life. I am thankful for every opportunity, even the ones that I felt like broke me, even the ones that I felt like, God, why me? Even the things that I feel like, you know what? That's just a consequence of my actions. And that's me taking accountability. I done did some messed up things. It could have just been my karma. And I am accepting of that because it's a universal law. That what goes around comes around. The law of polarity. The law of compensation. Pay people what you owe. It's 12 of them. And we just have to make sure that we are practicing, we are abiding by those. The commandments. Well, we ain't about to go there. We ain't about to go there because I'm about to wrap this up. But we just have to obey the law. Okay? And when we don't obey them, things happen. But we still have to show gratitude. Because some of the stuff, we probably think that, dang, my karma, it wasn't that bad for me to kick the bucket, Lord. But God, who's to say? Who's to say? Who's to say? So, I'm very thankful, y'all. I'm so thankful. And I am grateful. And I love the Lord. Anyway, y'all, make sure you all subscribe to This Is For My Ladies. Again, I am streaming on 12 podcast platforms. If you listen to podcasts, search Tisha the Diva or This Is For My Ladies, and there I shall be. Make sure you click follow, subscribe. Make sure you turn on your notifications so that you are able to get notifications, every Tuesday when I release a new episode. When I air a new episode, you all will have that. And you can become a supporter of This Is For My Ladies for as little as $9.99. But you can also get it for $4.99 as well. But hey, Anyway, you guys, thank you all so much for listening to me. Thank you guys. I'm grateful for you all. I'm grateful for my listeners. I'm grateful for my audience. I'm grateful for the loyal people that have subscribed, have supported me. The people who tune into This Is For My Ladies every single Tuesday. I'm so grateful for you all. I'm very thankful. I love you all and I wish you all an amazing week. And again, I challenge you to just take some time for yourself, to just do something for yourself this week. All right? Throw a little self-care in there, do something. But anyway, ladies, this is Tisha the Diva. I ain't had to say it like that, but this is Tisha the Diva. This is for my ladies, and I am out.